Hello, everybody. The title of my speech is The Emotional and Psychological Effects of Gifted Kid Burnout. Gifted kid burnout is a psychological and academic phenomenon in which high-achieving students can experience emotional exhaustion, chronic stress, and a loss of motivation due to prolonged pressure and expectations. Many people assume that being labeled gifted can guarantee success. But some studies show that gifted students will actually experience higher levels of stress and anxiety than their peer group. I chose this topic because I have personally observed classmates struggle with academic pressure, and so I researched peer-reviewed psychology and education journals to better understand what burnout really looks like. Gifted kid burnout occurs when long-term academic pressure and unrealistic expectations lead to emotional exhaustion, declining motivation, and mental health challenges. First, I will explain what gifted kid burnout is and how it is defined. Second, I will describe the common causes that can contribute to burnout. And third, I will explain the academic and psychological effects that can result from prolonged burnout. To begin, it is important to understand how researchers define burnout in high-achieving students. Gifted kid burnout is defined as a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion caused by sustained performance pressure or chronic stress. A 2021 meta-analysis study done by Madigan and Kurian says burnout is characterized by emotional exhaustion, cynicism, and a reduced sense of accomplishment. This means students may still have strong ability, but they begin to feel detached from school and less proud of their achievements. Once the definition is clear, the next step is to understand what causes this type of burnout. Gifted kid burnout is often caused by perfectionism, fear of failure, internal pressure, or external expectations set by parents, teachers, or scholarship goals. A 2017 longitudinal study done by Damien and his colleagues says students who consistently set unrealistic high standards for themselves were significantly more likely to experience academic exhaustion. Another 2014 psychological study done by Samela Arrow and Upadhyaya says being identified as gifted may unintentionally heighten performance anxiety in students. Understanding the causes helps explain why burnout happens, but it is also important to examine the long-term effects it can have on students. Gifted kid burnout can negatively affect academic performance, self-esteem, and mental health challenges, sometimes leading to anxiety and/or depression. Another 2014 adolescent psychology study done by Samela Arrow and Upadhyaya says prolonged academic stress predicts lower engagement and higher emotional distress over time. A 2021 large-scale study done by Madigan and Kurian says burnout is consistently associated with a reduced sense of academic achievement and overall well-being in students. These findings show that burnout does not mean that the student simply lacks intelligence, but rather they are overwhelmed by sustained pressure. After examining the definition, causes, and effects, the overall pattern becomes much clearer. Gifted kid burnout is a researched psychological condition marked by exhaustion and declining motivation, often caused by perfectionism and performance pressure, and it can cause serious academic and emotional consequences. In summary, gifted kid burnout is not laziness or a lack of intelligence, but a documented response to prolonged academic stress and unrealistic expectations. Recognizing this phenomenon allows students and educators to understand that high ability does not automatically protect one from stress, and that awareness can lead to healthier academic environments in students and can help teachers. Thank you for hearing my speech.